Just give us immigration reform and don't treat us like dirt. It's not that hard. We're not asking for much. If anything, this is going to help the economy. And we're not asking for you to kiss the ground that we walk on. Just treat us with a little bit of decency. Just a little bit.
Damn, this sister said, I just got in a bad argument yesterday with one of my Mexican friends. She asked, why wasn't we being deported back to Africa? Because Black Americans are the only demographic of people in the United States who are non-deportable. We're the only ones that are not migrants. Let that sink in. And I'm not directing that towards you, sister. You already know what's going on. But a lot of those folks are confused. I mean, if we're really Africans and we really come from Africa.
It's not that hard. I promise you.
Bro, you came here illegally, so you're getting sent back. Like, I'm not really understanding where I'm supposed to feel bad. Like, it's the law. Like, what? Am I missing something? Like, we also can't do that. We can't go to other countries illegally and just pop up and start working and all of that without things in order, without abiding by their laws. And to be honest, it's a much worse punishment if we end up doing that. I feel like America is being generous. Y'all are getting caught and then being sent by plane or sent by a bus back home. That's pretty generous if you ask me. Like, if I go to Russia and try to pull that off, I might not come home. They might lock me up for 50 years for trespassing. Like, I'm confused. The media is trying to make us feel bad. And they're like, oh, this person was 15 years old. He was a hard-working boy. He was in high school, blah, blah, blah. And he was an illegal immigrant from Guatemala. Bro, you lost me. You lost me. He's illegal. So I'm sorry. Like, that's just what happens. I can't feel bad no more. Everything you said before that is disregarded. I'm sorry.
Latinos of all backgrounds. Do y'all not realize Black people are not the only people in this country? You got your Chinese Americans, your Japanese Americans, your Korean Americans, your Indian Americans, your Muslim Americans, your white Americans, and your own people. So why in Davy Jones' lockup are y'all so pressed and mad at us because we not out protesting? Folks, we did the most effective protesting last November, and the data proves it. We protested when it mattered the most. We were not out here with whole productions talking about some, we will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all was out here with that foolishness, knowing full well, that y'all had a few abuelas, a few tios, tias, mijo, and mijas in your house undocumented. But y'all got y'all behinds on stage talking about some, we will vote for Donald Trump. And you think we supposed to be out here protesting, picket fence in hand, clowning like some monkeys in a zoo? No, sir, bop. We did what we were supposed to do. And y'all put y'all's own community in the position that it's in now. And y'all need to live with it.
Okay, this question is for anybody who is Mexican American, Chicano, Hispanic, Latino, whatever, however you identify, it's all the same to me. Doesn't matter. So if you're within that community or if you're just watching, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Okay, I'm about to ask you a question. You let me know your honest, truthful opinion. Okay, my question is very straightforward. Don't make it complicated. Don't go over the top. Answer is yes or no. If you want to explain after yes or no, that's fine. But first answer with yes or no. And my question is this. If all of the migrant workers are deported, would you, your family, or any of your friends sign up to take their jobs? For example, such jobs as becoming farm workers, day laborers.
Every single Republican in the House of Representatives just voted to deport U.S. citizens. They voted to deport U.S. citizens. And when I accidentally said that Kilmar was a U.S. citizen, he's actually a legal resident, y'all cooked me in those comments. Baby, that was a stepping stone. They use Kilmar as an example, not undocumented. Let's see what we can do to a man who's here legally. They deported him. Now, every single one of Trump's followers is saying, no, he's MS-13. There's zero evidence of that. The Supreme Court said he wasn't even MS-13. The Supreme Court said, bring him back. And Trump said, nah, not gonna do that. And his followers were complacent. Oh, that's okay. We don't care. He's a criminal just because. They use him as an example. So now when they voted to deport U.S. citizens to for-profit prisons, people aren't batting an eye. Because this is what they wanted all along. What are y'all not getting? What are y'all not getting? People keep saying, oh my God, Americans need to wake up and see what's going on. We see what's going on. Unfortunately, 77 million people voted for it. Yeah.
When trying to sound smart goes wrong, Yeah, since you haven't been watching my videos, you know I did talk about the gal being enslaved in America to the Caribbean and here on the Ogeechee River. Then the Brits came. Those people who stayed behind, that were left behind, they also had to deal with being prisoners of war because they still had to fight in the Gullah and Stonewall Wars. I just woke up, excuse me, I had to wipe my face, but it's okay. You know, I have to, you know, y'all fried breads are not smarter than us. That's why y'all still in the camps. That's why y'all still copy us, because y'all have no identities. See, when you have creativity, it takes intelligence, intellect. I don't have to delete the video. 14th Amendment was for us. Yeah, so, yeah. Native Americans were enslaving each other. And then the ones in the South took on the practices because they were trading their enemies to the British colonizers. So, where's your ancestors in the Caribbean? So, yeah, how did we get caught? We were battling each other. We were traded. We were integrated into other opposite opposing tribes. So birthright citizenship is for us. It is for Black Aborigines. It's not for Africans. That's why Africans are getting deported and we're not. Because Africans don't fall under birthright citizenship, native-born Africans. That's what Trump Platinum Plan was for. It was for people, Black Americans that were born here. That's why I think Donald Trump said something one time. He said, I know what American Indians look like. I've seen American Indians. They look like Michael Jordan. When trying to sound smart goes wrong. I have gal ancestors that were enslaved, and I also have people in my family that were never enslaved. Yeah, when you're a prisoner of war and you have a baby here, yeah, 14th Amendment. Because when you're an inmate, you are a slave. When you're a POW, you are a slave, no matter what.
Oh, and one last thing. Can Black people stop calling us slaves? We were prisoners of war. They came by boat, not the other way around. They told the story in reverse. We were prisoners of war. We've always been here before anybody. So all that, we've been brought on boat. No, they came on boat. Came and took our land. We've always been here. That's why we're not getting deported. And they voted because they thought we were going to get deported. Y'all voted because y'all were racist. Deal with it.
Man, what's going on TikTok? How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a wonderful day. But check this out. Man, I noticed something with this deportation thing. I just couldn't figure it out. I said it in my video, but I just never thought about it. These people keep saying we're going to get deported, we're going to get deported, we're going to get deported. They projecting because we the only people that didn't immigrate here. We didn't migrate here. We not refugees to come over here. We not in the immigration system. We didn't have to pledge allegiance and denounce another country just to live here. We didn't do none of that. We not anchor babies. Our parents didn't come over here, didn't had us here. None of that. But they have. They have. And they hate that. They jealous of that. They jealous of that. Because number one, they thought they were going to be our replacement. They were working on it. I ain't gonna lie, they were working real hard to be our replacement. Then number two, they came over here to colonize us. But when they found out that Trump made it a way where we are emancipated people, we are children of slaves, we can't be deported. They hate that and that bothers them. That jealousy and envy bothers them because they already come over here with jealousy. They already come over here with envy. But now they see we can't go nowhere. Now they want us to be scared with them. They want us to be scared of if we see an unmarked car drive past our house. They want our heart to be beating fast. You know what I mean? When we go to restaurants and we see ICE come take somebody, they want us to be scared with them. And we just out here popping fans. You know what I'm saying? Well, them fans, we just popping fans, having fun, enjoying life, talking, trying to get our money right, trying to see what's going to happen in the future. We ain't even thinking about ICE. We're not even thinking about being deported like they is. They want us to be scared like them. They want us to be worried like them. You get what I'm saying? That, and I'm like, damn, bro, like they really are jealous of us. Not just the Africans and Caribbeans, the Mexicans are jealous of us. Because they mad because they not part of the 14th Amendment. They not. There's a lot of white people not part of the 14th Amendment either. They jealous of that, bro. We can trace our family to the 1700s. Some people can go far back than that. And they don't like it. And they jealous of it. And they hate it. I know it burns them up. Like all the contempt, all the anti-blackness they say about us, the rhetoric, the stereotypes, all that stuff they spew. And that one thing they can't get is the citizenship like we have. We emancipated people and they hate that. Oh, they hate that. That burns them up. That's why they doing these scare tactics on us. That's why they doing all these things, because they want us to be fearful, just like them, of being deported.
I scrolled past a post where this lady was like, there are actually black people getting deported. Like, black people are actually actively getting deported. And she was like dead ass serious. And she's like, so this really truly is our fight. Like this like we're supposed to be together in this. And I can't help but think, what type of black people are you talking about here? Because I'm thinking that you're not talking about my type of black people, my lineage, which would be like the FBA, descendants of the slave trade type black people. I'm thinking that you're talking about some type of diaspora black people. And I hate to say it like this, but as an FBA, we don't really care that much about them. A lot of, okay, and let me not say that to be mean or disrespectful or rude or anything like that. It's not that we're not cool, right? It's just that we don't look at other people who identify themselves as black people who are not from here as like brothers and sisters. And the reason why is because 99.99% of the time when they're coming over here, they're looking down on us, they're talking down on us, they're thinking that they're better than us, they're telling that they're going back to their countries and to their own folks, and they're saying how we're all black FBA people are lazy and how we don't want to work and how we all live off of government assistance and how they're better than us and how they're collectively doing better than us. And it's always some type of negative comparison that they have to make towards us. So why would I give a damn about you at all? Like, you don't respect me, so why should I respect you or give a damn what the hell happens to you? I do not care. Not my brothers and my sisters if you're talking shit about me. Like, this is not even to be divisive, because to be honest with you, Black Americans were always like pro Pan-Africanists all like throughout our time, like throughout history. Like, we always been like pro black, like wanting to help black immigrants and just wanting, to really build up a black community and a black diaspora, and actually feel connected to other parts of the black diaspora, right? But it seems like when people other blacks started migrating over here, it almost seemed like they almost kind of like felt intimidated or threatened by our presence and wanted to like replace us. And so felt like in order, to do that, like they had to discredit us, disrespect us, and try to associate themselves with, the others. So that's all I'm saying.
All right, what is up, y'all saying, gang? So I would like to answer this question of immigrants. I even saw somebody else make a video about this, and that's why, ICE isn't picking up, black Americans. I know this may come as a shocker, because they're only picking up black immigrants and other immigrant groups who are over here. This may come as a shocker to a lot of immigrants, but we're already home. Yeah, we're from here. We're not going nowhere no time soon. And it's crazy because Trump literally told y'all niggas this dead in y'all face. What he said, the 14th Amendment protect children of the slaves. One of them amendments, he said protect the children of the slaves. Nigga told y'all dead in y'all face that we're from here. Y'all are not from here. Anybody that's not from here, that's over here illegally, is going back to their country. You know what I also find funny? Y'all talk all that trash about us black Americans just to get deported back to your country. I also find it funny that y'all love waving y'all flags around, saying y'all so proud of y'all country. If that's the case, then why do y'all have issues getting something back there?
I can't even have a conversation with anybody who's talking about we about to be deported. You know what I'm saying? Black people have been through everything imaginable in this country, and they can't do nothing more to us than they already done. Every year they give us something different. Support LGBTQ. Go vote. Go stop Asian hate. Now it's black and brown unity. You know what I'm saying? They always telling niggas to do something, but we don't never do nothing for ourselves. Where's our reparations? Where's a hate crime bill? And why celebrities ain't speaking on this? They helping the other side. Damn, like, come on, man. You can't make this shit up when you can't make it make sense.
Picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture. Most of these public figures.
Cancellation of removal is still available to those who qualify. You cannot be deported from the US, and I'm gonna repeat it again. You cannot be deported from the US if you've been in the US for 10 years, you have kids born in the US, or your spouse born in the US, and you never committed any crime. If you've been in the US for 10 years and no criminal record, and you found yourself in removal proceedings, and you can prove to the court that your removal proceedings is going to cause extreme hardship to US citizen or green card holder. Again, it doesn't matter you came through the border, it doesn't matter how you came to the US, as long as you've been in the US for 10 years, you have kids born in the US, you have a spouse a US citizen, or your kids are a green card holder, or your spouse is a green card holder, you will qualify for cancellation of removal. Again, prove that if they deport you from the US, your US citizen or green card holder family member are going to suffer extreme hardship. So you can apply for cancellation of removal, you get a green card without leaving the US even though you came through the border. If you want to talk to me, make sure you request for free video consultation so you can see me face to face. So many fake pages impersonating me. My contact, my website are both in the bio.
It seems like other, deeply melanated black people are really, really fucking upset that black American citizens exist. Like ones that were actually born here that have a lineage here. Like I keep seeing videos of them saying, oh, you're next. And shouts out to Leo. I saw his video where he was responding to, I'm guessing she was a Caribbean, saying your president doesn't like you. Y'all gonna be back picking cotton. He was gonna get y'all out of here next. And it's like, he literally said that we built this country. He literally said that the birthright citizenship was for the descendants of slaves. Chattel slavery. Y'all are so butthurt that we cannot be deported. Then they were like, oh, because when it's time for y'all to get out of here, y'all ain't gonna have nowhere to go. Get out of where? Where they gonna send me? Georgia? South Carolina? Y'all do know that a lot of us literally still to this day own land in this country. And the ones of us that don't know that we do, we're taking the proper steps and we're going through the proper channels to reclaim our ancestors' land. Y'all, maybe y'all don't know that, but it's so ignorant to keep assuming that we are all immigrants. Y'all are really jealous that we can't be deported anywhere. Y'all are really, really jealous. It's envy at this point, because what else is it? We don't do anything to you people. Nothing. We welcomed y'all. And it seems to be backfiring that we all thought that we were all one just because we share the same hue of complexion. And I know I'm continuously making the same types of videos, but it's like, I keep seeing y'all making these videos talking about y'all, and then y'all always trying to attack slavery. Y'all always trying to attack as if on the Caribbean. Child, I could get into so much that's going on y'all's islands and in y'all's countries to this day in 2025. Y'all are just so fucking envious. Then there was this girl that was like, oh, if everybody has an issue with black Americans, then maybe it's black Americans. If everybody doesn't like you. No, that's not true. Because we literally do not start. We do not do anything to anybody. We've literally welcomed everybody that came to this country. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Like I saw a girl saying Brooklyn belongs to the Caribbeans now. New York belongs to the Caribbeans. And it's like, we still exist out there. And the reason why y'all were able to successfully migrate and set up shop is because we supported y'all. We thought we were all kinfolk. I've had plenty of Caribbean friends to this day that I love and I've supported. I've supported businesses. I've patronized restaurants, shops, and everything. While y'all just literally, not all of y'all, but some of y'all just have this disdain, this hatred for us for no reason. And I think it's really envy that we cannot be deported. There's this deep-seated envy, like a hatred, because we are American. And a lot of y'all fight and strive so much to come here when we were born here. And yes, we've had our hardships and our struggles, and we still fighting and we still thriving. But we are a very, very successful group of Black people in the world globally. Our impact, the things that we've innovated, our inventions, the things that we've created, it's undeniable. Ain't nobody really fucking with us like that. Even the poorest of us that live in the hoods. If we compare our hoods to y'all's hoods, there's no fucking comparison. Y'all always want to compare y'all top 10% to our bottom 10. Let's go apples for apples. Living in a hood here is not even a marker to how much you make these days. It's very expensive to live in urban communities, especially in a tri-state in 2025. So that's not even a socioeconomic marker anymore. But anyways, I'm just tired of, like, leave us alone. Hang it up. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Be the color.
You know why Black Americans can't be deported? Because they're not from Africa. They're not African Americans. We are not African Americans. We're not. We can't be deported. This is our land. I mean, think about it. You do have Haitians that are being deported as we speak. You do have Jamaicans that are being deported as we speak. But they don't identify as Black. They identify as Haitians. They identify as Jamaicans. They identify as Africans. Okay? So, yes, people with the same skin tone, yes, the same skin tone are being deported. But that's because they are not here from America legally. You get it now? You get it now? We are Americans. They literally erased our entire identity. They reclassified the indigenous people that were already on this land. That's why we can't be deported. Where are we gonna go to? Where can we go?
She said African Americans community, not Black American community. Two different communities. Is it crack? Like, what is it? You trying to play with me? You trying to play in my face right now? First of all, Black Americans were coined African American. It was popularized in 1988 by Jesse Jackson. We've been renamed and reclassified in this country a few times, sometimes even without our consent. We know exactly who she was talking about when she said African American. She was talking about Black Americans that were here before the inception of this country. If she mentioned can't be deported, who's she talking about? If you're an African, you can be deported. I'm not an African. I am a United States of America citizen. So what group of Black people can't be deported? Caribbeans could be deported back to their countries. Black Brits could be deported. Africans could be deported to their countries back over on the continent. Let's not play stupid. Like, don't be dense. Like, y'all are really trying it. This is why we have to stop calling ourselves African American. Because now all of a sudden y'all really trying to destiny swap and co-opt our lived experience. She also said people that have experience with civil rights movements. Who did that? Black Americans. And that's why you're able to migrate over here right now and walk around freely, because of Black Americans. The ones that were born here, the ones who have a long lineage here. Not first gen, not second gen, not even third gen. I'm talking about the ones that were here before this country was established. Stop fucking playing with me. Get out my comments. Y'all getting on my nerves. We gotta spread love is the Brooklyn way. Like, who? The African American community and the Black American community are two different. Shut up.